New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. All right, so before we get started, as I've normally stated before, I like to list examples here, right? When it comes to black men and black women that have their preferences and, that decide that they want to showboat and, talk about their trophies. Oh, my so and so is better than all of you. Look at how they treat me and da 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 da. Y'all are the reason why I'm doing this, yada yada yada, right? So this is example one, right? You have a black man that clearly lives with the person that he decided to be with. But, that person decided that, hey, I don't really want you here anymore. Even though your name is on the lease, I'm going to start paperwork and I'm going to sit up here and change the locks so that you can't get inside of the home which you reside and more than likely pay rent as well also. Now, the one things that I want you guys to do, pay very close attention to how she reacts, pay very close attention to the words that she states to 911, and pay very close attention to her reaction towards him.
My house key right here. You see that it can you see it works with there. It used to work on the top lock, but she changed the lock right here. She changed the lock. I can't get in my own place. My name is on the lease. I have not agreed to move out, and she kicked me out. She won't. Now she opened the door. You see that? She opened the door. She took my stuff outside without my permission. I didn't ask her to do that.
Yes, me and my boyfriend, we got a big fight last night. He called the cops last night. He left last night. The cop said, "What, it's not safe for me. I should pack a bag." So when I looked at my ring camera and saw that he had left, I came back to the house, changed the lock.
You hear what she said?
He's here now, trying to get in, saying that he has to let me in because he's on the lease. I've already talked to the landlady. I've already started the paperwork for the eviction and for a protection order, but I opened the door because I don't want to get in trouble and I don't want to go to jail. Yes. No. Yes. He has a pistol on him. No, he's inside. I let him inside because I don't want to get in trouble. We just need an officer here to facilitate. I don't want anything to happen with either of us, to either of us.
What is his last name?
Whiting, Whiting. James, James. Daron. Turn that camera off of me. You're making me nervous. Turn the camera off of me. You're making me nervous, Daron.
I'm not even looking at her.
December, or I can't remember his birthday. It's in October.
As you see, I'm far away from her.
Tafoya, Tafoya. Yes.
This is just a clear-cut example, and this is what I mean when people have their preferences. And, because people have preferences, it'll lead them down a path of destruction or their life, presumably, being taken or incarcerated. And that clear-cut is what is about to take place in this video here, or what you were able to see, right? So it started off with the black man who was trying to get into his apartment, which he shares with his Caucasian, true American Karen of a girlfriend, right? Or was girlfriend, right? So for whatever reason, they had a falling out, decided to, pack up his stuff Mind you, when he did a whole camera pan of that area, it just looked like it was in a disarray. It looked like disheveled. It looked like it just has not, really been cleaned at all. That tells you the type of woman clearly that she is. She is unkept. She is unclean. She does not know how to take care of an apartment. Like I said before, even if you were to have packed up his stuff, that whole place looks crazy. That looks 100% crazy. I can only imagine what it would actually smell like. I can only fathom what the bathroom looks like, right? And I can already tell you that there's more than likely a lack of cleaning products directly in that apartment, along with a lack of spices. But I digress. And not to mention, it doesn't look like it hasn't been cleaned in a while. It almost looks like a junkyard. Just saying. Guys, fellas, to the black men out there, if you ever date a woman that is like this and she's able to sit in a room that looks like this, that's in a whole disarray, that looks like mass chaos, run. You need to get directly out of that relationship. You need to get directly away from that woman because obviously this is not a sane type of person. Your place should never, when you come home, right? If you're the person that's working, because that's obviously how it's looking, because she's just sitting there on the couch with her feet up, like she ain't been doing nothing all day, obviously. So if you ever come home, right, and you're in a relationship and the house looks like this, it's time for you to get out that relationship. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it is time for you to get out the relationship. It makes no sense for any type of residence to ever look like that when you make it home, right? But anyways, so then after that, right, opens up the door. They have a slight conversation back and forth a little bit. You hear her talking to the 911 operator on the phone. You hear her basically describe his name, tries to go through like the birthday and stuff, but she listed one key thing, which was, hey, he has a weapon on him, and yes, he does have it, and I would like the police to be here so just to make sure that something doesn't happen to me or to him. I let him inside because, I got tired of him being out there and, I didn't want anything to sit up there and happen, right? But if you didn't want anything to happen, if you didn't want this whole situation to take place, then you wouldn't have changed the locks initially. Like I said, you did it on purpose because you're a vindictive type of person. This is who you are at the end of the day. And then you're also a type of schemer and a liar, right? And a storyteller because, right, when she was describing all of this and she noticed that he was filming, that's when she wanted to go full camera mode. That's when she was like, "Oh, you're making me uncomfortable. Put down the camera." What does that mean? You're acting like he's holding something trying to threaten your life when clear cut that was not the case at all. That was not even what was even close to being filmed, right? And she made sure to repeat that twice. So you have her being quote unquote afraid of the object in his hand, which is a camera. You're listing the fact that he has a weapon and that he has it on him. Then you're listing the fact that you need police to be there because you don't want anything to specifically happen to you or to him. And then more than likely, the operators already know that he is a black man. And then on top of that, you also listed that you're working on getting him out of the residency. All of that does not bode well for that black man right there. So to the black men out here, how do you think that the police would respond hearing all of that? They're not going to respond well. It doesn't matter if he would legally be able to have it or if he doesn't. At any point in time that this situation or a situation with a black man having a weapon or supposed weapon that's being described, they're not going to respond well. It's going to be 30 cars and, everything's going to break loose, right? So because I can't, really tell others, right, on how to look out for stuff because they want to do what they want to do, right? They're not going to listen to me because I'm a black man. So a lot of people are just going to learn, on their own, right? And then cry about it later. So, black men, I'm going to focus on you because you're working on logic, right? You can understand what it is that I'm saying without your feelings, right, being hurt or without you feeling as though I'm coming down, right, on black men as a whole, right? What I'm saying is, at any moment in time, right, that you figure yourself ready to be in a relationship, double check, triple check, quadruple check, that. Make sure you got your finances directly in order, right? Make sure that you can support any and everything, right? If needs be. If you have an apartment, make sure that is 100% in your name because if it's not, you can potentially have a situation like this. And if you potentially have preferences, right? Don't be like this black man. right? Don't get caught directly off guard and, all of this nonsense. Having the police called out you, basically getting put out of a residence that you are clearly paying the bills for, and the rent and different things of that nature, or sharing the bills, however it's basically working here. Don't ever let that be you. Like I said, don't do that. Like I said, if you're even in the process of a potential dating situation or a relationship, use this as a clear-cut example of this could be me. Let that register in your brain that at any point in time, a woman like her can just very easily say, up, I don't want you here. Up, this ain't working. Up, whatever. And she could just decide to do this. And then you're just out there in the wind, having 30 cops directly looking at you crazy and just waiting for you to breathe, or your eye twitch the wrong way so they can just sit up there and fire and send you to your maker. Like I said before, certain other individuals are going to learn the hard way. This is your time as black men, right, who might be potentially in this situation, right, dating your preference or whatnot, to make corrective measures, right, so that this right here won't be you ever. Like I said, just pay attention to the message. Care about your life. Care about living, right? Like I said, focus on money. Focus on your well-being. Focus on building yourself up mentally. And everything else will fall in place. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.